All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back by Ursidon. We are here for Game 4. It is, of course, Empire Happy and Liquid TLO. This is going to be Game 4. Happy, the blue Terran in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, and Liquid TLO, the red Zerg player at the top left-hand corner. Akalon Waste is the map, and I cannot wait to see how this series goes on. Really great game so far. Game 2 especially, I think, was the highlight thus far in this set. Very long macro game between these two players. And we'll see what happens here in Game 4. What is Happy going to do? And I really think going with those tanks in the last game probably not the best idea. They didn't really work out all that well. I think if you are going to play TVZ in today's climate of Starcraft, it is all about Mine Marine. And if Happy can kind of get that going again like he did in some of the previous games in this set, he should be in a pretty good position. This is actually, now I will say it, this is actually a really good map, I think, for Zerg, because you can defend the expansions really easily. The middle of the map is somewhat easy for Zerg to swarm and surround. You kind of have this crevice here, which is good for Terran, but in general, most battles in the late game happen here. You know, they happen here. They can even happen around here. Which is, you know, kind of a neutral area. But in general, it's a good map for Zerg, I think. Happy is going to go for a proxy, double proxy racks. Hell yeah, I'm down with that. I mean, I love watching cheese occasionally. And this is, I mean, this is it. This is it. Happy's going to go for the double racks. Double barracks here, and this is dirty. No Overlord is going to be flying. This is so clever by Happy as well. He knows the Overlord flight plan typically goes to the south first, not goes through the north, and so TLO has no idea this is coming. This is so risky for Happy. Obviously, putting all of his eggs in one basket here. He hopes this will end the game, and obviously heavily relying on the fact that no drone is going to scout him early on in this game, which in fact there is no drone scouting him. So by the time, this Overlord stops, by the time this Overlord makes its way all the way over here, it might be too late, and 4 SCVs are coming as well. Happy is gonna go for it. He's gonna go with SCVs too, and I don't think this Overlord is not gonna see the SCVs. Oh, this is so dirty. And will Happy be able to get this done or not? He's pumping Marines, and TLO here doesn't, I mean, he's got to start making Zerglings like now. As you can see, the proxy bunker coming up right here, and TLO still doesn't realize that this is, you know, a cheese. I don't think, now he knows. When 2 bunkers come up, that's pretty much the game is over. Not the game is over, but the gig is over. And TLO here is going to have to defend here. He's building a spine crawler at his main base. He might just have to sacrifice the natural expansion at this rate, and I think he knows now what is going on. He's going to need more than 1 spine crawler to hold this off. SCV is now starting to drill down the hatchery. Couple of Zerglings going around the backside. TLO obviously looking to see if he can find the barracks, but he's going to be forced to stay in the main base. And now if Happy wants to, he can actually build bunkers right here. He won't be able to wall in the Zerg due to the rocks. The reason why rocks are here is obviously because of, you know, back in the days you could pylon or bunker up the Zerg, which was really hard to deal with. Now you can't do that anymore due to the unbuildable plates or rocks or what have you. And, you know, TLO, he's going to lose this expansion. Hatchery is going to go down. Not much that TLO can do about it. He does not have enough energy for transfuse. 2 spine crawlers back in the main. Zergling speed is coming up, but the hatchery is going to die. The hatchery goes down. And Happy with a pretty good start to this game. Now, of course, he sacrifices quite a bit going for the double proxy racks. So, a couple of Zerglings were able to leak on by. How did these guys get across the map? I have no idea, but they are going to try to get some damage. And now, the great thing about these Zerglings, they don't actually need to attack. They can just keep these 4 SCVs occupied. That limits the amount of income that Happy is going to have. And these Marines and SCVs making their way up here, but there are 2 spine crawlers now that Happy has to deal with. And I don't think he's going to be able to punch through because of the crawlers. Baneling Nest coming up as well, as TLO realizes this is going to be a game that will be decided in the next couple of minutes. He will need to go for Banelings, and the Marines and SCVs actually going around the spine crawler, and they are going to hold themselves up here. Oh my god, so many drones are going to die. 6 drones going down right there, and these Marines are going to have a payday. They're going to kill off 6 drones in total, and if they get the spawning pool, that's absolutely devastating. But Happy focused on the spawning pool, needs to focus himself back on the Zerglings there, trying to hide these Marines back at the back corner of the map, but he does get his army cleaned up for a moment right there. If Happy had actually told his Marines, instead of attacking the Spine Crawler, to attack the Zerglings, he might have been able to keep his Zerglings alive, or his Marines alive, and now speed has upgraded, has kicked in, and TLO is inside the enemy main base with 2 speedlings, and don't forget he's got Baneliness. He could actually hide these in the corner and make them into Banelings. That would be devastating. Happy now trying to transition into a macro game, floating his proxy Raxes back home. Zerglings do kill off the SCV that was constructing the command center, and oh my god, look at how many SCVs TL has actually killed off 9 SCVs already, just by harassing with these Zerglings. And now the game kind of, in a way, kind of setting back up into a standard TVZ, although I will say I think TLO might have a big edge here because he has 33 supply over 17. I'm looking at the income, it's only 14 drones and 13 SCVs, so maybe not that big of an edge as I originally thought. One big building there getting canceled, I have no idea what that was, and I think Happy, I mean, he knows it's going to be a Baneling bust. That's why, you know, he saw the Baneling nest back over there. He knows he's done a lot of damage to TLO, so he knows it's going to be a Baneling bust coming, so he sets up his buildings here for the anti-Baneling bust. Look at this wall. Not even, you know, I mean, who can bust through this? You would need 1,000,000 Banelings to do it, and I don't know if TLO is going to have enough Banelings. I don't think he can do it. This is just going to be way too difficult to burst through. And this is gonna be big risk here for TLO. He's gonna bank all his eggs in one basket now. He knows that he cannot transition out of this situation. He has no natural. He's spent all of his gas into Banelings. So this game is gonna come down to the next attack. And if TLO can burst through this, if he can uppercut his way through this wall, then he will have this game. But I don't know if he has enough Banelings to do it. Now there is a weak spot. These 2 bunkers are weak buildings. If TLO just focuses through the center instead of the barracks, he might have enough to bust through this little hole here. You can see Happy bringing SCVs in, and actually I'm surprised Happy isn't bringing the factory and the command center to, you know, shore up this bunker. He should actually bring those up a little closer in my opinion. But here we go. TLO's gonna come in with all the Banelings. He bursts through the first layer, he gets through the second layer, and actually TLO will have enough. Oh my god. And Happy in a lot of trouble. Why didn't Happy reinforce that wall with the rest of his factories and his command center is totally beyond me. But he is going to lose this game, and if he loses this game, the set is over. That is it, I think. Happy loses, TLO's gonna win. Wow, epic Baneling bust right there. And I actually think Happy could have held that off if he had just reinforced with more buildings. And I don't know, I guess, you know, if he had another 30 seconds, he would have had, you know, 4 or 8 aliens on the map, and he would have been able to defend for sure. So I have no idea. That was really close. That was a great game. And at the end of the day, TLO is going to get the victory. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back for more games on the first Monday of November. Let me go ahead and double check and make sure that my schedule there is right. Yes, my iPhone is on right now. And the calendar says... yes, so first Monday of November I come back home. So that is going to be, wait a minute. Yeah, November 4th. All right, so I'll see you guys then. Hope you guys enjoyed. And for now, this is HD signing out.